Hi, I'm Ellie. Do you hear the birds, the beautiful birds? Sweet songs, sweet birds. Lorenzo Salgato. We should all know this name. We should all remember this name. Because what is happening right now in the United States and all over the world, but in the United States, what I am talking about is affecting every single one of us. Every single one of us. And right now, we are all being called to do something so difficult, so enormous, feels too big to carry, too big to hold, too big to see. Yet right now we are being called to see, to look, to feel. And in this, as we look, as we see, as we feel, as we are with what is now, we can create change. We can create no change if we are not willing to see. If we are not willing to see. And so we are being called to do just that, to look, to see, to feel, to be with what is so that we can create change. Many of us are already much of us, so many of us, we are in survival mode. We are working so hard already. We are working, just trying to make ends meet, trying to find a sliver of time just for ourselves. I know. And so, and what we are seeing, it causes us to feel terror. It causes us to feel fear. It causes our hearts to break. And what we are being called to do is something miraculous. We are being called to stand in our power, to have eyes that see, ears that hear, a heart that feels. We are being called not to succumb to fear and terror, but to rise instead, to rise up into compassionate love, to rise into the awareness that all human life is sacred, that no human being deserves to be gunned down in the streets. I do not care who you are, what you have done. This is not how it works. This is not how law works. Law and order. No one person is judge, jury in the street. And so we are being called to look. We can no longer look away. It is not in our own well-being to look away. Because when we look away, we deny, we cannot look, we cannot hold it. It is still happening. It is still affecting every single one of us right now. And I am telling you, we are being called to see and to hold the reality of what is, and also to open, not to get lost into fear, but to open, let what we are seeing, the intensity of what we are seeing, open our hearts, crack our hearts open into compassion and into love. We are being offered the gift right now to come into our power, to come together, to work together, knowing this is the best. Our best chance of survival is to come together, to see the sameness in you and me, to see the sacredness in all of human life. And we are being gifted an opportunity right now to come into our power. How? By opening as awareness, opening as consciousness, by knowing you are not your thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We are not our emotions. We are the never-changing essence that rests behind that is experiencing that. We can connect to consciousness itself, which that is all there is. One consciousness. To come out of the mind into this present moment and to open our hearts, open as love. Now we are connected to the oneness that we all are. We are being called, we are being offered this gift to open as consciousness, as love. And as we do this, not only do we come into contact with oneness, the more and more that we do this practice, we connect to the oneness of you and me, of all human beings, of everything you see. Through this process is where we become grounded. We gain clarity. We gain the capacity to respond instead of react, to actually move towards what we want and away from what we don't want. From here comes wisdom, comes courage, comes grace, comes support, guidance. We are being called now to be courageous, to courageously step into compassionate love, to open our hearts, to open our Open our consciousness, open as consciousness. Whenever fear overtakes you, there's so many intense time. It is a very intense time right now. So if fear does come to meet you, come to grip you, quiet mind, deep breaths in through the nose, deep belly breaths, deep, slow exhale of the breath out. Continue to do this. You will ground into the present moment. When we are focusing on our breath, we cannot focus on the mind. The mind quiets naturally, and we come into contact with the present moment. We become grounded, and we can open as consciousness. When we open as consciousness, open as love, we are fulfilling our purpose. Here, we are emanating out oneness energy. And right now, we are all affected, all impacted. And it is time collectively for us to rise together in love and awareness and compassion and grace, and to stand together. One humanity, one people standing together. What do you stand for? I stand for love. I stand for freedom. I stand for justice. I stand for the sacredness in all of human life. What do you stand for? We are living in a great time of contrast. The darkness is rising, the light is rising, and as the darkness rises, the lightness meets it, and the lightness is stronger always. Lightness always wins. The light always wins in the end. But we are all being called to be a spark of that oneness, a spark of that divine light, to shine on as bright as we can, to bring compassion and love and kindness wherever we go, to not allow the forces that be to divide us. Divided, we fall. Together, we stand. Together, we rise. So come together, beautiful ones. Sing your songs of love, of hope, of joy, of peace. This is what the world is needing. And we are needing you and me to come together in love, compassion, and awareness, to find the strength we didn't know we had, to be courageous. What is it that you would live for? What is your passion? What lights you up? We all need to serve to connect to this now. What lights us up? What would we live for? What would we live for? And to be brave enough to keep our hearts open, even in hell. Right now, we can tap into heaven on earth. It is available to us now through this practice of opening as consciousness, opening as love, opening as the oneness that we are. None of us are separate. All of us, one consciousness, one love, interacting with everything else around us, all impacting the other. A butterfly effect. We are in this together, my brothers and sisters, and I am here with you, and I stand firm. I feel strong. I speak boldly, and I am here with you to bring love, the light of love and awareness. This is the path. This is what we're being called to do. This is the antidote to the hate, to the control, to the corruption. It is this. It is enough of us opening as consciousness, opening as love. Beautiful, beautiful birds, sweet birds. Okay, beautiful ones, I am here with you. I would love it if you would speak to me in the comments. Tell me what's on your heart, what's on your mind, how are you doing? If you like this video, I would love it if you would like it and support me by subscribing. Help me to light up the place with you. Shine on, shine on. Thank you for being here.